And we are live.
Hi,
Hello,
everyone.
hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome to this lovely MyS webinar. We are delighted to be here with you. This is
When-
a 10 to 13. Oh, no, my crown.
No, not your crown.
Sorry. No, not my crown. So if you're
So,
just joining us, we would like to say welcome. We are delighted to be able to do these webinars with you. The next best thing to being at school together. So,
and seeing you in person.
yes, but we want to invite everyone to participate and to write and to share and to be here with us in this lovely hour we are about to spend together. So, shall we introduce ourselves?
Absolutely. So, for the students who don't know us, I'll start. My name is Sophia. I come from London, but I have lived in Bologna for 4 years, almost 5. And I work at my English school, Bologna Mille. I have worked there for almost 2 years.
Yeah,
And
so
what
we have,
about
oh, that was a very nice, what about you?
I managed to get it right this time. I
That was
went in
really
the right
good.
direction.
So
I've been
before,
practicing.
that was good. So before I introduce myself, let us say hello to Luca from Bologna.
Oh, hi,
It's
Luca.
so
Nice to
nice
see
to see you.
you.
How
It's
are
really
you,
good to see you
Luca?
here.
We miss you. Hello. Hi,
And
Sergio. How are you?
Sergio is also here. Hi, Sergio.
Yeah,
Nice to
very
see
nice
you
seeing
too.
you. Luca, I think, is laughing. Yes, you see, we are dressed for the occasion. You will
Absolutely.
soon see the name of this focus and know
And you
why.
will understand why.
Exactly. So I am Monique from Los Angeles, California, and I have lived in Bologna for 2 years and worked at my English school for 2 years. So let's give Luca a heart.
We
We
miss
miss you
you
too.
too.
We're so close and yet so far
I
away.
know.
But
We miss all our students so much.
we have a question to open this hour together, which is,
Hmm.
what animal would you describe yourself as and why?
Nice.
Yeah,
Well, do
so
you want
yeah,
to? This is your question, Monique. So,
it
would you
is.
like to answer it first?
I would love to. So
Okay, I'm listening.
I would describe myself as a zebra because I love zebras, first off. And I find zebras are really
Hi,
interesting.
Alessandra. Nice to see
Hi,
you.
Alessandra. Nice to see you. We're asking everyone what animal you would describe yourself as and why. So I'm saying I would describe myself as a zebra because zebras cannot be domesticated. And I am rather anti authoritarian. I'm not a fan of authority. And I like the idea that zebras cannot be lassoed, right? So
All
horses
right,
can
nice.
and zebras cannot. You like horses, right?
I do like horses. Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
So I would say zebra. What about you, Sophia?
I would, well, horses are my favorite animal. I think they are beautiful. I like that they are, well, you can lasso some horses, but you can't lasso all horses. So I like them
That's
because
interesting.
they're quite independent, they are free, they're wild, they're beautiful. But I wouldn't necessarily describe myself as a horse, especially in this period. I would describe myself as a cat.
Oh, how nice. Do you
I
have
take
any
a
cats?
I don't. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to cats, which is one of
Oh,
my biggest sorrows, my biggest miseries in life is that I'm allergic to cats. Otherwise, I would always have one.
yeah.
But I like to sleep a lot. I like to eat when there is food.
Yes,
I
me
like
too.
attention when I want attention. If I don't want attention, leave me alone. I'm going out. So I
I love
am,
it.
in my character, I am very similar to a cat.
Fantastic. Yeah.
We have, hi, Mary from Naples. Thank you
Hi,
very
Mary
much for
from
joining
Naples.
us.
Welcome. Nice to have you with us.
Alessandra's answer is very interesting. I'd like to be a seagull because I love sea life. Do you mean like seafood? Like you like fish?
Yes.
Like
Seafood.
I want to be a seagull because I want to eat all the fish. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, so
Sergio
it could be
says,
seafood that you eat or what
yeah.
sea life,
Or do you like sea life in general, like living
like
by the sea? Like,
living organisms in the sea, perhaps you
yeah,
mean,
what do you
which is
mean by
like
sea
fish.
life?
something like this. Yeah, let us know, Alessandra, what you mean by sea
Yeah.
life. I mean, you could have. I'd like to be a seagull because I love seafood. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or because you love
Okay, living
the
by the
sea.
sea. Nice,
Okay,
nice.
excellent. Yeah.
And do you like stealing people's ice creams as well? Because I find that seagulls do that a lot. They just come and, they steal your ice cream or your sandwiches. So
Seagulls are rather relentless.
maybe you should be careful, Monique, when we go back to school, just be careful of your sandwiches around Alessandra. Be careful of
Exactly.
your lunch because she might just come and
That's a
take
good
it
idea.
from you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Alessandra, for revealing this secret.
Yeah, your secret identity.
Your secret. Okay. Sergio, I really like eagles,
Let's
especially
make it
for freedom.
plural.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
really,
absolutely. The eagle is like a symbol of
really.
freedom.
Oh, absolutely. Beautiful. I really like eagles.
Yeah.
I
Also,
haven't seen many eagles, though, in my life.
I don't think I've seen any in the wild. Maybe in the zoo, but not in the wild. Also, they have fantastic eyesight, eagles.
Right.
They
Not
can
like
see,
I have
not like
terrible
us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Luca Ricci, I would like to be a dog because I need people and I'm loving.
Oh, that's such a good answer, Luca. No notes at all. That's a perfect answer. And yeah, that's a really great analogy. Need people and loving. I mean, that just describes a dog perfectly, doesn't it?
I think we all have that same type of feeling where we need people, right? I mean, no, you don't? Oh, okay.
Nah, when they told me that I had to stay home at the beginning, I thought, oh, that's a problem. And then on the second day, I was like, it's fine.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
It's
yeah.
okay.
I guess you're right. I mean, and maybe it's more the green that I miss.
Yeah, being outside, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, nice.
Right. So I think the moment has come, the magic moment.
Oh, okay.
Because we have prepared a little something for you. Oh no.
Okay. I'm really sad about this, but I'm ready.
Yeah, okay, so if you're all ready, let me get the cue point here.
Okay.
With no further ado, we now present you with the focus of the day. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the focus is 10 to 13. Sophia, can you read the focus?
So, past perfect party.
It is a party
We
today.
can't have parties, so we're going to have parties here on our webinars.
Exactly. So we hope
So
we invite all of you to put on your fun hats or to grab your unicorn pen.
Yeah, anything you have with unicorns, any hats, crowns, dressing up.
All right.
So let's bring up our objectives and let's put up our question as well. So if anybody is joining us later on, you can tell us what animal you would be and why, or what animal would you describe yourself as. So in this focus activity, we will go over our past perfect to describe events. We will look at party lingo. What is lingo, Monique?
Good question. Lingo, I would say, is slang for linguage or for language. Basically, you can have any type of lingo. So it could be, let's see,
business lingo.
Yeah, quarantine lingo.
Technical lingo.
Maybe.
Yeah, any kind of specific term, specific language, we can shorten it to lingo.
Right, Mardi Gras lingo.
Yeah. We will also do expressing relief or regret using if only and I wish. And we will do our second and third conditionals.
Yes, we
Luca
will.
remembers.
Thank you. And Luca, my unicorn pen, remembers you and says hello.
What happened?
What hands the unicorn? This is the hand of the unicorn pen saying, "Hi, Luca. How are you?" Okay. Lovely.
Right,
So remember pen one. Oh gosh, I wrote pen 8. Okay, let's move forward and see what we have as our first group of questions.
Let's look at some questions. Do you want to read them, Monique?
I would love to, yes. So let me take away for 1 minute this banner.
Alessandra says unicorn power. Yes, in fact, mine is right
That's right. We both have unicorns. So unicorn pepper indeed. So the first question says, have you ever had a bad party experience? Dun, dun, dun. What is the worst party you've ever been to? What happened? It's quite dark, huh?
It is a bit dark, but
I can
okay, we can make it funny.
We could, yeah.
Do you like birthday parties is our next question. If not, how do you prefer to celebrate your birthday?
And I would
Okay.
also say, so this says, what is your worst party? What is the worst party you've ever been to? But hey, these are kind of depressing times. Let's open it up to what is the best party you've ever been to?
That's a good idea as
You can
well.
share the worst or share the best, but we would love to hear from you. It's nice for us to be able to interact with you because we miss you.
So tell us in the comments. Tell us about bad party experiences in your lives, good party experiences, about birthday parties. I had a really nice party experience recently.
Oh, really?
So my friend recently in February turned 30, and she is the first of my friends to turn 30. So it was a big thing, a big deal. So she lives in Berlin. And what did we do?
What did you do?
We all went to Berlin.
Cool.
So she had a birthday party in her apartment in Berlin. So we all went to Berlin for a weekend to spend it with her. And at the party, she had a very wonderful idea. At the beginning of the party, we all took our mobile phones and we put them in a basket.
Awesome.
And my friend took the basket away. And for the whole party, we didn't have our mobile phones. And we didn't have cameras, but we had those Insta, what are they called? Those Insta cameras.
Polaroids.
Yeah, Polaroids, exactly. So there were some Polaroids. So all of the photographs from that party are on Polaroids. There are no photographs on anybody's phones.
That is so
Nobody could
cool.
check Facebook or make phone calls or write on Instagram. It was all very old school, very authentic. Yeah. And it was wonderful because we had a really nice human experience. So that was the best party I've been to recently.
How long was the party? Like, how long did it last?
Oh, it was long. It was
long. Like one
was...
day, or was it an entire weekend?
Oh, no, it was like one entire evening.
Wow, that's fantastic. I love that. It's such a nice idea.
It was really nice.
Yeah. There's places in New York where they have like detox weekends where you go and the detoxing is from social media. So you go and you leave your phone for the entire weekend. Let us see the darling Luca Ricci who is sharing. Yes, I had a bad party recently. I went to a birthday party in a private room and it was so boring. Why was it boring?
Don't forget your subject, Luca. It was so boring. Tell us why it was boring. Was it the people? Was it the music? What was boring about the party?
Was it the food? Was it drab and dull? I can share a nice party experience I had. Also, a friend of mine, actually, she's one of my two best friends, and she lives in Barcelona, and she's lived there about 20 years, and she had her 30th birthday party and decided to have, she works in tourism. So she rented out a house 1 hour from Barcelona in the countryside. And I remember it was surrounded by rosemary, like everywhere there was rosemary. And she invited about 15 of her closest friends. And we spent a week together there. It was unbelievable. This was quite some time ago, but it was really, really nice.
That's fantastic. That's really nice.
Yeah. Andrea here sharing. Would you like to read it, Sophia?
Yeah, sure. So Andrea says, yes, I have. 4 or 5 years ago, I went to a party because a friend invited me. Just arrived. I wouldn't use past perfect here. We noticed that the situation was cold, no drink, and music through the smartphone speakers. Wow. So that's quite a dull party. Yeah, no drinks and just little music.
So I'm going to give you
university party. I love how he uses the inverted commas, a university party.
Exactly. So let me give you some California slang. I'm from there. Sophia, I imagine you would never say this, but I'm not sure.
I've never heard this before.
It was sucky. So everyone, only if you're in like California, maybe Oregon, maybe Washington, not really anywhere else, but it was sucky. Just to share some
I
slang.
would say it sucked. I wouldn't say it was sucky.
Yeah, you could also say it sucked. Yeah. That is a good definition of a
That's a
sucky
very nice.
party or a party that
Yeah.
sucked. Yeah. Also, Andrea, just one thing. When you respond, you would say, yes, I have.
Yeah, don't contract it in your answer.
Yeah, so
What
yes,
about-
I have.
We've talked about birthday parties, Monique. Do you like birthday parties? But do you like birthday parties for yourself? Everybody likes birthday parties for other people, but for yourself, do you like
I
them?
mean, so I like nature. This is my
Okay.
answer. I like nature,
That's
meaning
your answer to everything. It's like, how are you, Monique? I like nature.
exactly. No, so the more I'm alive and the more the more I go around the sun, let's say the planet goes
Okay.
around the sun, and hence the years that I'm alive gets larger of a number.
accumulate.
They accumulate. I prefer more spending time with friends, like in nature somewhere. That for me is more fun than like a typical type party, especially not the party that Andrea went to with smartphone speakers.
I'm looking at Alessandra's response now, and I am shocked.
Okay, go for it.
I had a bad party. Again, Alessandra, let's use past simple. I had a bad party when I attended high school. I saw my ex-boyfriend with another girl.
No.
I like to take part of both birthday, I think you mean. I like to take part of in birthday parties if they aren't boring. Wow, Alessandra, that sucks. That sucks.
Seriously.
Yeah, damn.
So,
I'm really sorry that poor teenage Alessandra had to go through that. That's a terrible experience.
That is terrible. Yeah.
Let's write up our preposition. Take part, not of, but in. Take part in. Let's write that up.
To take part in.
In.
Yeah. Good call.
Yeah.
And Andrea, okay, thanks. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. I'll say about my worst party experience. So this was, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. My sisters and I decided to, on New Year's Eve, so the final day of the year, we decided to go clubbing in London.
Wow, which is where you're from, right?
Which is where I'm from, but clubbing in London is a big deal. So we booked the tickets 4 months in advance. We paid £50, about 60 to 70 euros each for the tickets. And there was a big group of us. It was me, my 2 sisters, some other friends, some boyfriends as well. And about half an hour, 1 hour into the party, it was just after midnight. I think it was about 1 a.m. My little sister, I think she drank something bad and she felt very ill. No. So we went to the medical tent because nightclubs in London have medical tents in them. This is to make you understand the situation clubbing in London. There are medical tents in the nightclub. Okay. And we stayed there for about half an hour until she felt better. And then the doctor, the paramedic at the medical tent said to me, you can go back into the party, but she has to go home. She cannot go back into the party. I know.
Wow.
And I said, well, I went home with her. I wasn't going to leave her to go home. So we paid 60 euros. We stayed in the party for 1 hour, spent half an hour in the medical tent, and then went home. Wow. This was the worst New Year's Eve party.
Do you think she drank too much, or was it something?
It was something in particular that she drank, which wasn't good.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah. I got over it.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I mean, you want your sister's health, right?
Of course, right?
So yeah,
Sergio has a good party. Let's make this the last one so we can go on. Do you want to read it?
I'd love to. I'd prefer to share the best party experience. Yes. In 2016, I had 1 day boat party in Las Palmas.
That's fantastic.
That's amazing. Surrounded by the sound of the ocean, good music, and lots or a lot of sangria. Wow.
That's fantastic. That is no notes, Sergio. That is a good answer, and that sounds like an amazing party. Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's very nice. Right.
Thank you.
Let's go on. Thanks everyone for sharing your stories.
Yes.
Let's look at Well, we've got our title, Life of the Party. What type of party goer are you? So we
Yeah,
will see some vocabulary. Sorry, Monique.
I'll bring it up in 1 second. We can also ask, are you the life of the party? So when you go to a party,
Absolutely.
the
Are you the
life of
life
the
of the
party
party?
is someone, my friend Martina is usually the life of the party. She goes to a party and immediately is like, yay, let's have a fun time. And
Yeah, now
never
it's a
boring
party.
when Martina is there. But
Yeah.
yes, let's look at some vocabulary here. So
We've got killjoy, wallflower, party animal, party pooper, dancing diva, and party crasher. So
yes.
let's see in the comments, what do you think each of these words mean? And also tell us about yourself. What kind of party goer are you? Are you the life of the party?
Exactly.
Yes, Alessandra, exactly. In Italy, we say the soul of the party.
Okay.
In English, we say the life of the party. I am
Same
definitely
idea.
not the life of the party.
I once was, but not anymore. No, no,
Yeah.
no.
No, I don't think I ever was the life of the party. I'm the one
Really?
who, yeah, I'm quite quiet at parties. I talk to people, I socialize, but I'm not the one who's, yeah, let's start
Yeah,
the party. I'm
no.
quite,
My friend Martina is absolutely
yeah.
that. She is a
I'm,
party animal. She's a
yeah.
dancing diva. She's like all of these positive
I
ones.
really admire these kinds of people. I admire their energy and I admire their way with other people, like how they can influence other people, because I am definitely not like this. I am quite an
Absolutely.
introvert.
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree. I
Shall
wanted to
we-
just mention that this photo looks like it's from a Lady Gaga video.
It really does, doesn't it?
So can anyone define these terms? What do
Yeah, what
these
is a
mean? What is
killjoy?
killjoy, wallflower, party animal, party pooper, dancing diva, and party crasher? So what do they mean? And are you one of these? Are you a wallflower? You remember the band The Wallflowers?
I
Okay, it was
don't
a band
at all.
like 20 years ago. It's
I
it's
don't,
a
I'm
good
sorry.
band's name though, don't you think?
I think so.
The
I'm a
Wallflowers.
wallflower at
Really?
parties. Yeah,
It
I'm definitely.
depends for me. If it's a boring party, then I'm a wallflower. But
I'm a wallflower at the beginning, and then if I'm having a nice time and I've had a couple of drinks, I will become a dancing diva eventually.
really?
Start by being a wallflower.
Wow. All right. So should we look and see the definitions? We can maybe help people
Of
out
course,
with this.
yeah.
All right. So
So,
we have.
unfortunately, they will all come out together.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have any suspense here, but I will give it a little
No.
bit of an intro.
Oh, that was fantastic. You made it go up and everything. That's
Yeah, that
really,
was
you're so
nice.
talented. So we have a killjoy, someone who deliberately, yeah, Alessandra's got it. Someone who deliberately spoils the enjoyment of others. A killjoy is someone that wants to ruin everything.
Yeah, I remember third person
Yeah.
Alessandra, but
Yeah,
exactly.
remember
So
your S.
when we have a party or a birthday party or whatever party, you do not want anyone who's a killjoy to come. It
Yeah.
happens sometimes, right?
Yeah. But the killjoy is the one who sits there and everybody's dancing and drinking and talking and having a nice time, and the killjoy is just,
And saying this sucks.
yeah, this is
This
terrible.
party is boring.
Like this.
Exactly. Okay, so I will read the next one. Wallflower, a shy or secluded person. So secluded is kind of stays away from everybody, but not necessarily a killjoy, right? A wallflower is shy, but they might have a nice time. They're not spoiling anyone else's time. They're actually sometimes are not even noticed. You might see someone the next day say, "Were you at that party? I didn't see you."
Yeah, they're the ones that are attached to the walls, which is why they are the wallflower.
Exactly.
I'll read the next one. Party animal. This is your friend Martina, a very gregarious. Is that how you pronounce that word?
Yeah,
I've never
gregarious.
A very gregarious and outgoing person who enjoys parties. So the life and soul of the party.
Exactly. Let's see the next one here. Party pooper, referring to poo.
Yeah, very into poop, yeah.
Party poo, party pooper, a person who throws gloom over social enjoyment, which would be someone who maybe has a temper tantrum. Meaning,
Yeah.
so I'll write that down here, temper tantrum.
And maybe, Monique, can you explain for us what is gloom?
Gloom, I would say, is like doom. It's like darkness. It's like
Yeah,
fantasy. It's like it's a very dark day and it's raining for
yeah.
that
It's
person
dark,
all
it's
the time.
sad, it's depressing, it's gloom.
Yeah, so maybe someone comes to the party and goes, "Oh, I don't like the music. I don't like the beer." And then they're like, "Well," and then the beer finishes and they go, "Oh my gosh, the beer's finished. This is a
Yeah.
terrible party, right?"
Everything is so depressing.
Yeah.
Alessandra's got the next one. Dancing to Diva is the center of attention on the dance floor.
Oh,
It's
yes. So,
yeah.
Alessandra, are you a dancing diva?
Yeah, and everybody else, tell us in the comments what kind of party goer are you? Who are you in this list?
Exactly.
And our last one is party crasher. So someone who
Exactly.
attends a party he wasn't invited to.
Yes.
Have you ever crashed a party, Monique?
I probably have. I'm not sure. I was going to share my worst party experience
Oh
since we're in
yeah,
the
go
mood of sharing. So
go on.
I was 15 years old and I was living in Rome that year at a boarding
Okay.
school, right? So I lived away from home.
Wow.
And there I was, let's say, 15, and there was a guy I liked at the time who was like 17 years old. And the difference in age is
Oh, that's
huge
yeah,
from 15 to 17. So he
absolutely.
invited me to his birthday party at his house because he wasn't at the boarding school. He actually lived with his family. So I went to the party. I was very excited. I drank a little bit, then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. And then I wasn't feeling so well. So I was looking for the bathroom and I could not find it. So I couldn't find this guy that it was his birthday, the guy that I liked, and his dad was there. So I went to ask his dad, "Excuse me, where is the bathroom?" And I threw up
Oh
on
my,
his dad's shoes.
oh my God.
It was
That
terrible, everyone. It was so
fantastic.
sad. It was so sad because the guy wasn't interested in me anyways, and especially not after I threw up on his dad's
Oh my
shoes.
God, you vomited. Just to explain to our students, throw up is vomit. So
Yes,
Monique
to
vomited on her,
throw up is a phrasal
oh
verb
my,
to
on
say
her
to vomit.
crush's dad's
Not
shoes
a
and
nice.
ruined every single chance she might have had
Yeah,
with this boy.
I do not recommend it. It was
Oh my
really
God,
not
that's
nice. Lucas
funny.
says, "I'm a party animal. I love parties."
We
Yeah,
know, we know, we know. And Alessandra, if you go up one, says, I'm more dancing and less diva. That is so funny.
that is fabulous. Yes. Well, let's see what
Mary
Mary says.
Herrera.
Yeah.
Go on.
The
Do you want to
last
read it?
Sure. The last party that, so everyone, when you say I've been, but you're talking about something that's finished, especially when you make reference to the past, to one thing in the past that's finished, you can use the past simple. It's a common thing to do, to use the present perfect when it's not necessary. In this case,
Yeah,
the last party that I went to, easier than you
yeah.
think, right? But let's read what she says here. Mary says, "The last party that I went to before the quarantine was terrible." No, basically, a friend of mine invited me to this club where a girl that I didn't know was celebrating her birthday. So far, so
That's
good.
really good, Mary. The only correction I would make as well, not invite at, but invite to. Our preposition here is to. Very nice. And she
Yeah.
continues her story.
Would you like to continue?
Yeah. It was bad because we spent all night long alone with just our drinks and dancing by ourselves. Oh, it sounds like you crashed a party, Mary.
Yeah, exactly. That's
It,
amazing. What a
it sounds
sad
like
club. Oh my
uh,
gosh. We're so
yeah, but
sorry to hear that, Mary.
yeah, I'm sorry that was your last party before
I
you
know,
had to stay
seriously.
home as
But
well.
we will party again. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you read
Sergio
Sergio?
says, at the beginning of the party, I'm a wallflower, like me. I need the warm-up, like the Mayas warm-up. Nice reference for start.
Excellent. 2
And if the
points.
party is great, I will become a party animal. I think what Sergio is saying is that he needs a bit of Dutch courage, a couple of beers in him first for him to become the soul of the party.
Let's say 2 thumbs up, Sergio. Nicely said.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we could give him 4 thumbs up. Here we go. 2 thumbs up.
Yeah,
Oops.
nice job.
Hard to get them. Okay, can I point to you? There we go. Okay. 2 thumbs up, Sergio. Very
I have
nice.
to point up to point to you now.
Oh, that's interesting. And I have to point down. There's
exactly.
It's just so cool. And he says, yeah, with a smiley face. Very nice. Point to
Let's look at our next part then. Shall we?
Yeah. Definitely
Mary's
a
party crush.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Let's
All
move
right.
forward
So let's look now at the present perfect. We have on the left a list of problems at a birthday party, and on the right we have the causes of these problems, what happened before. So we will match up the problems on the left with what happened on the right. Should we read them first?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm just going to share with everyone just so it's very clear. On the left is the past simple where the problem is. On the right, past perfect, the cause is what we're going to look for in a minute. But first, yes, I'll read the left-hand side. But first, I'll read the whole thing. A party disaster. Connor held a surprise party for Luis, but it was a total disaster. Match the problems with what happened. So the problems. 1, not many guests. 2, no birthday cake. 3, nothing to drink. 4, no presents. 5, no music. 6, no new clothes to wear.
That's
terrible.
That's terrible. We've got problems. Let's try the causes on the right. Didn't go grocery shopping, forgot to send invitations, didn't go to the shop. DJ had an accident. Bakery was closed, didn't tell people it was a birthday party. Wow,
Yeah.
How can you have so much bad luck in one day?
That is a good question. Yeah.
All right. Well, while you are, Mary's on it.
What does Mary say here? 1B. Let's reveal it. 1B. Good.
Nice.
Forgot to say, yeah. Oops.
While you're doing the rest of them, a bit of vocabulary. Grocery shopping, it's not the fun kind of shopping. Grocery shopping, you are at, actually, it's not true. I like going to the supermarket. But grocery shopping, you're at the super. Not now, maybe, but grocery shopping, you're at the supermarket and you're buying food. Okay?
Produce.
Alessandra says 2E.
Ooh, great. Alessandra got lots of them.
Nice.
2E. Let's reveal it.
Nice.
No birthday cake, bakery. So the bakery, another vocabulary word where things are baked. What is to bake? To bake is when you put it in the oven. So you can bake focaccia, bake bread, bakery.
Hey, croissants.
3. We have Luca is suggesting A. Let us see. Good.
Nice.
Okay. Nothing to drink. Oops. Forgot to go to the grocery market. Okay.
And Alessandra back a bit has answered 4 as well. She says 4C. Not quite. No presents because he forgot to tell people that it was a birthday party. So nobody brought presents.
Yeah, he invited people to the party, but you get invited to the party. Maybe you bring some beer or something, but
exactly.
Forgot to say
mention birthday
party. So we have 2 left. Let us see here. We're on.
Mary says 5D. No music.
I wonder what happened to the DJ.
I was thinking no music. The cause should have been forgot to invite Monique.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Yeah, Monique and her lovely harmonica.
Instrument. Yeah. And then we have no new clothes to wear, and here we will say didn't go to the shop. Nice job, guys.
Exactly. Just forgot. No new clothes to wear. Okay, no fabulous. Right. So let's push on forward.
So We are going to imagine that we are Connor and we are going to make some sentences about this birthday party. Use the past simple tense to talk about the problems and the past perfect to explain what happened before the party to cause these problems. Okay,
And
so remember,
yeah, go ahead.
past perfect goes before the past simple. Alessandra loves your harmonica.
Thank you very much, Alessandra. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's a
So,
nice
an
touch.
example is there weren't, past simple, many guests, the problem, because I had forgotten, past perfect, before to send out the invitation. So the cause.
Exactly. So what you see that I wrote there is past simple problem, past perfect cause, meaning why it happened, right? And
Exactly.
why it had happened, because we're talking when with the past perfect is the past of the past. So something
Exactly.
before something else, right? So give us some examples here and we can show you. We'll bring back up these different things. Not many guests, no birthday cake, no new clothes to wear, no decorations, nothing to eat, nothing to drink. It sounds like I'm Yiddish and I'm kvetching. Do you know the verb to kvetch?
No, I don't know this word.
So this is
Like
originally,
complaining?
yeah, to kvetch. It's originally a Yiddish word, but it has been brought into, I would say, American English vernacular. It's very common to, not that common, but in New York and Los Angeles, it's common to complain. So it's of Yiddish origin.
That's fantastic. I love learning these new words, even like of my own language, to kvetch. Kvetch?
Yeah,
Is
it's a
that?
kvetch, kvetch. So you
And I
would say,
imagine that it's a Yiddish word.
what?
It's a Yiddish word, I imagine.
Yeah, exactly. It's of Yiddish origin. So it's very common to hear, like I said, in New York and Los Angeles, in big cities in the States. So what made me think of it is, there weren't many guests. There was no birthday cake. It was terrible. I'm fetching. Why are you fetching? So
I
it's
love
very,
how you said oi and you started going straight into your New York Jewish accent.
that is right, because that is don't tell anyone that I'm telling you, but my mom kind of has that accent. Kind of. Not exaggerated, but I find it endearing, and
she is capable of doing that accent.
Exactly.
All right. So let's have some sentences in the comments using past simple and past perfect. Let's try to make some sentences about what went wrong with this party, just like in the example. I'm going to try and make some as well, and I'll write them to you so that you can put them up. How about, I'll try this one because this might be a new word.
Okay, fantastic.
Let me see. People, I can't spell.
I could think of one too. There wasn't a birthday cake because the baker had forgotten to put the yeast in the cake.
So what happened to the birthday cake?
So the cake didn't rise, and
it was like a birthday pancake.
Exactly. That was not cool. So I like yours. Example.
All right, maybe we can share it so that we can
get the games rolling here.
Yeah, so the venue was too small because people hadn't RVSP'd. It is the right order, right? RVSP.
Yeah, it's actually RSVP.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so RSVP, if you haven't heard of it before, it comes from French and it's répondez s'il vous plaît.
I tried so hard. I thought about it.
Right, no, it's okay. But that's a good example too. The venue was too small because people hadn't RSVP'd. So it's common in English, as many of you know, that we kind of grab some words from French and they become very common in the English language. So to RSVP comes from répondez s'il vous plaît, but means respond. So if I invite Sophia
to an invitation,
I say, Sophia, I'd love for you to come to my birthday party next month. Can you RSVP before 5 p.m. tonight?
And I will say, wow, Monique, that's a tight deadline. I don't know what I'm doing at this time next month. I'd appreciate at least 48 hours to think about it.
Very well then. Please let me know by Monday.
Okay, I can work with Monday.
Okay, lovely.
The venue, in case we don't know this word, is the location for the event. It could be anything. It could be a club, a restaurant, a hotel. It could be a theater. It could be your house. Okay, the venue is simply the place where the event will take place.
Very commonly used also in all sorts of in the arts. So it could be a theater, a concert venue. Really, the concept of venue is expanding so much now because
absolutely, you can have events anywhere.
Do you have
you have any examples, Monique?
Good question. Let's see here.
And if anyone else has an idea in the comments, please feel free to practice your past perfect.
Exactly. Or if you have questions, if anything is unclear, this is a good time to ask us. Don't be shy. Really, this is a time for us to share together. So, okay, here's Sergio. So remember, without a double negative, there was nothing to drink. Not there wasn't nothing, but let's see what he says. There was nothing to drink because the party's organizers had drunk all the alcohol the day before. Okay, good example, Sergio. Very nice example.
Very good example. Just be careful of had. Remember, we're doing the past perfect here. So not has drunk, but had drunk. Exactly. And be careful of your double negatives. Okay, there was nothing or there wasn't anything. Remember that in English, two negatives cannot go together.
Good point. Very nice. I'll put it in here. Had drunk. And also, Sergio, you don't need to say the alcoholic drinks because we know that alcohol is a liquid.
Yeah, I mean, it's not incorrect, but it's not necessary.
But it's a very good example of when you would use the past perfect too. So if you look at these here, there was nothing to drink because the party organizers had drunk all the alcohol the day before. That was really uncool of them to drink, but they must have had a lot of fun.
That's a good example, Mary. There wasn't, don't forget any. It sounds a lot more natural. There wasn't any music because I had forgotten to replace the DJ who was sick. Oh. Nice example. And Luca says, there wasn't any vegan food because I had mistaken, maybe mistaken the order to the catering service. I'm not quite sure how to correct this. I had mistaken
the order, or I had, more commonly, Luca, you would say I had messed up the order. Would you say that?
Maybe I had messed up. I had I had messed up the order.
Maybe or I called and said, I'd like everything with sausage, please. And you forgot that.
Sounds like my kind of party.
Yeah, but half of your friends are vegan, and so, oops, good example as well.
Nice, very good.
Yeah, you had another example. Which
I put up another example as well, just in case. I put there were no decorations because I hadn't been to Tiger. You know, because you go to Tiger only when you're having a party and you need decorations. You know,
Tiger is amazing. You find everything, and it makes me happy. Okay, let's see. Mary is saying there weren't any presents. No, because I hadn't deserved them. How do you make a face of that?
I'm crying. I need a moment. Mary's answers are devastating, emotionally devastating.
No, we are crying, Mary.
Mary, you deserve presents. You deserve all the presents.
You do. We all deserve presents.
And you deserve happiness.
Happiness for everyone, indeed. Yes. Okay.
Oh my God, I have to.
Excellent examples, though. Excellent. So, shall we move forward? What would you say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we go. An appalling affair. So, first off, what is an affair?
An affair, gosh, an affair is like a situation. Would you say?
Oh yes, a situation.
Situation with the comments.
Yeah. It's a sticky situation. It sounds like a song from the 70s.
a situation is an affair. Have you ever planned an event that turned out to be disastrous? What happened? So we can continue practicing with our past perfect, but this time we want you to change it and make it personal. Tell us what went wrong with some parties that you organized in the past.
Yes. Why this slide is called an appalling affair, I'm not sure, but appalling means atrocious, means it's like
Terrible.
it overwhelms you. An
Yeah,
affair, well, an affair, the first thing I think of is someone cheating on someone else.
yeah,
That's what I
betraying your husband or your wife. But an
betraying.
affair can be any kind of situation.
Yeah, it could be, but I do think immediately of affairs of the heart, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it
But
has a bit of a negative sense as
it
well.
does,
You
yeah.
never say affair in a happy sense.
No, that would be a fair. You go to the fair. That's different. Okay, Mary says a sneaky situation. Right.
I don't know if
Yeah.
appalling would be sneaky. I think Monique's atrocious or very terrible is more accurate.
Yeah. But there is a sneaky element, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. I don't really plan parties.
Really?
It's connected to the wallflower, my wallflower nature. I don't want to be the center of attention. I feel too much stress and pressure to impress people, so I go to parties, I don't host them.
I understand what you mean. I helped prepare my mom's 75th birthday party a couple
Oh,
years
wow.
ago, and it was rather stressful.
Yeah.
Because that's a big birthday, right? And so I really wanted it to be nice, and it was a bit stressful, I would say. It ended up being lovely, but let's see here. No, it was quite sweet, and my brother was there, and the color was red, right? The theme color
nice.
was red. So no, I wouldn't say that that was a disaster, but can any of you think of an event? So it could be a birthday party, or it could be,
an event that you planned.
yeah, it could be a concert that you organized, or maybe something for graduation,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And I know some of our students, I know at least one of our students is a big event organizer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I was thinking now, you reminded me when you told me about your mum's birthday party 10 years ago. When I was 18, my sisters and I tried to plan my mum's 50th birthday
Oh,
party.
wow.
Yeah. And it went well in the end, but only because my uncle got involved. Because we had contacted all of her old childhood friends. We had contacted some family, and we had invited everybody to the house for a party to surprise her. We hadn't told my mum about the party. And my uncle comes in the day before the party and says, so what did you organize for everybody to eat? And we said, eat what? And my uncle said, what are we going to drink? And we said, we don't have drinks. And my uncle said, should you go to the supermarket? And we said, we don't have money. I was 18, my sister was 16, and my other sister was 12. So we had invited 20, 30 people to the house, and we hadn't done anything else. So my poor uncle had to start giving us money.
Wow.
And send us to the supermarket to buy food for all these people who were coming to the house.
Amazing. But this was the day before, right?
This was the day before, because we were so young that we hadn't considered all of this.
That's hilarious, though. That's amazing. And how did the party go?
The party was wonderful. The party was amazing, but only because my uncle saved us.
Can you imagine a party? Everyone shows up and you're like, well, sorry.
Order a pizza. We're getting pizza.
Exactly. Wow. Very lucky to have had your uncle involved. Yeah. Can anyone think of any event that you organized that turned out to be disastrous? It's kind of one of those things that's not so nice to think about or to remember, right? See, Alessandra is reading. So Alessandra says, I had planned a party for my best friend, but I had to cancel everything because on the same day of the party, she broke up with her boyfriend. That's so sad. She broke up with her boyfriend.
This
So
is
sorry to
terrible.
hear that, Alessandra.
And all your hard work just went to
Exactly.
waste.
And then we have Constantina. Very nice to have you. Welcome. Who
This is
says,
my mother.
wasn't that a surprise? Hello. It's so nice to see you. If you
That's
would
my
like
mom
to,
in
how do you
Bucharest.
pronounce her name?
What?
How do you pronounce her name?
Constantina, but you can say Dina, and that's my mom who was the protagonist of my previous story.
Dina, well, we hope it was a wonderful, wonderful birthday. That is fantastic. Okay, it's lovely to see you. You can also share your experience if you'd like about the party or about anything. So we're getting up for time now. We want to thank you all. This has been Monique and Sophia. It has been so nice to hear from you all. Thank you for participating from
Yes,
all
thank you for
around the
sharing your
country and the
story.
continent.
Keep sending us comments with your stories about good parties, about bad parties that you have attended. Let us know what type of party goer you are.
Yes.
And thank you very much.
Yeah, and remember, you can go on to the Maya's SOS Facebook page if you want to keep interacting and asking questions, which is 24 hours a day. So thank you, everyone, and stay safe and be well and eat healthy, lots of ginger, and we wish you a fantastic evening. Cheers.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.